Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorik's.
You'd have me do what? Join the college and prance about casting spells all day?
Don't just walk. Stay out of trouble. Where do you think you're going?
I mostly deal with
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else
It's
would I
long
even go if it's not for safety? It's worth a try.
What is it?
You ask me, not enough of winter fell on us. Nothing to do here but drink.
I'm sorry, could you describe...
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Turned inside out.
I don't care how many colleges they build.
What did you do?
Or how much the sea swallows
It was a
up.
minor
I'll
miscalculation.
outlast them all.
I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelagar.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't... My days at the college are long behind me, but take a look.
Mm-hmm.
How come you're in Winterhold? My pa says people like you are the reason no one lives here anymore. My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
How long are we gonna let Ranmir drink himself
See ya.
into a stupor?
Did you
When
know
will enough
that
be
most of
enough?
Winterhold
Ranmir
belongs
beg a
to
drink from you yet?
I heard it's
That's
because
gold
of
wasted, friend.
It's not my place to get involved.
He
in
owes
their
this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes. Good day.
You know, Winterhold used to be the seat of power in Skyrim. Now it's a shell.
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
Few will admit it, but we know the truth about the Great Collapse. What's your business here in Winterhold? It does. The college has caused enough problems. Don't need you or anyone else adding to them. If you're not here for the college, then you've little other reason to be in Winterhold at all. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. What's there to tell? It's mostly gone now, thanks to those damn mages in the college. Someday there'll be proof they caused the Great Collapse. Most of a city just dropping off into the sea. That doesn't just happen. All right, then.
You'll pay for that! Sovngarde awaits! Ugh.
I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. You lead, I'll follow.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
your back. You're like an old woman.
Still here. I am at your command. You lead, I'll follow. I've got your back. I am at your command. Let's get going then.
Take care with those flames.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn.
Tell me again.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
Chasing a legend. We don't even know it exists.
The Jarls are upset. They don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot! We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Toryg's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason, then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The jagged crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Garmar's jagged crown.
It will be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath? Not at all. That was as much a test of your abilities as it was your resolve. I wasn't sure your heart was in it, but you've proven me wrong, and I respect that. Now, if we're done being sentimental, it's time for you to take the oath. Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people. That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a heroine of the people, a true daughter of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond. Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part. I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjun, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here. It's true. The location of the crown was lost with King Borgus after the... But legend holds, his body was secretly returned to Skyrim and buried with the crown. Its exact whereabouts lost in the following Wars of Succession. Through sources that shall remain nameless, I've tracked down what I believe to be the final resting place of King Borgas, Corvanjun. If the crown exists, it will be there. Don't wait around for me.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Kitted out with what you need. Welcome to the fight, brother.
Trouble?
You hear
You
the
there?
news?
You're the
There's a
one they call
dragon roosting up on
Dragonborn.
Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Stay away from the Aretino residence. The place is cursed.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, no, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too, or father would run them off.
Grow, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. So very tired. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Die, Grilla, die!
Sweet mother, send your
Finally! My prayers have been answered! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood!
You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all. Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold cap. You can get a room at the Bee and Barb. But mind your coin purse. It's no secret the Thieves Guild makes its home here. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, nobody else's. Until next time.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? Let me unlock the gate.
I had another run-in with the Thieves Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
You're a stranger here too, huh? I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. Safe travels.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Suit yourself. I'll be at the docks if you change your mind.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to you.
Sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelad.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelad. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes. What do you want?
Lady,
You have no business.
Get me out of here. Ever since Aventus
You really shouldn't be here.
I swear, she's gonna kill one of us. Grelad has been so angry.
I'm sorry,
What
but
do
the
you
children
want?
aren't up
You
for
have no
adoption
business
right
being
now.
in here.
You should go.
What are you staring at, you worthless piece of gutter trash? I simply must start locking the doors again. Think you can intimidate me? In my own orphanage? Ha! Not bloody
My
likely.
only concern is for the children. The poor darlings have no... Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelad the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelad runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try. But I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelad hates visitors. You really shouldn't be here.
Oh. Oh.
Well, Grelad the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Grey Stones know what I think of them.
Let me know if there's anything else you need. Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
There's no glory.
I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, clean up the mess.
Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be hard. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
Reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
Be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hole in the box. For that, I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
There's a nip in the air. The cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in but you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.